Hi everybody, welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl and this is my channel, Tranquil Stitches. Today is Tuesday, August 11th, 2020, and this is my update for so far in August, my stitching update. It's been a very busy week here. We have gotten some things taken care of that we needed to, and I've been playing a little bit, so it's been a very busy week and a very good week. I hope you can say the same. I hope you had a very good week. I'd like to thank you for your comments on my videos, and last week some wonderful comments. Thank you so much. You all are so wonderful. I think I have the best commenters on FlossTube. I know a lot of FlossTubers say that, but you guys are just awesome, and I really appreciate it. I love reading your comments. So today I have a finish, I have a restart, I have a couple whips, I have a skosh of retail therapy. We're going to play bingo. We're going to start a new bingo game, and I'll tell you what I've been up to and a few plans that I have. So let's get started. My finish. This is Matilda Hornbuckle. I finished her. I'm tickled to death. This is Not Forgotten Farm is the designer. She was in the 2013 issue, the Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch. And I'd like to thank April. April said that Matilda is now available on the Not Forgotten Farm Etsy shop. If you're interested in getting her and you can't get that back issue, then you can also get her from the Etsy shop, which is wonderful. So thank you, April, for mentioning that. Here's where she was last week. And it took 947 stitches to finish her. So she was a little more involved than what I had anticipated. 947 stitches, and here is my finish. I switched up the colors a little bit from the design and made my colors, my flowers, different. In the chart they were black with orange in the center, but I made them orange with black in the center. And I just love the way she turned out. She is so cute. I just adore her. Fabulous, fabulous. Very, very happy with that finish. This is my 14th finish for the year, and it's also my 7th of 13 Darktober finishes. So I started 13 back in October, and I have finished 7 of them. So not too bad considering. Not too bad. In her, I put 200 stitches in 2019 when I started her, and this year I have put 1,944 stitches in her for a total of 2,144 stitches in that little piece. 2,144 stitches. That is, you know, there's some human error possible in there, but that's what I counted. So that's surprising, you know, because I didn't think, but that boot is pretty solid. Now I have a restart. I restarted one of my Darktober starts, and I wasn't very happy with the way it was looking on the fabric that I chose, and you know, I forgot to get that. Let me grab that right quick. This is Potions, Brews, and Spells by Cherished Stitches. It was in the 2016 Halloween Just Cross Stitch issue. I fell in love with it. It's just gorgeous. And I started it for my Darktober on this piece of fabric that I had dyed. Coffee, tea dyed something. And it looks like this. And I kind of liked the way that it was going to frame out with the stain, and then I thought, well, I know what I can do. I can re-dip it once I'm finished stitching. I chose this pretty purple gray, and I wish you could smell this fabric. It smells just like coffee. It smells so good. But when I got this out this week to work on, I was just like, that's just way too big, and this is either 32 or 28. I'm pretty sure it's 32. Was just from my stash, and I just coffee tea dyed it, but I just wasn't liking the way it was just too big. So I restarted it, and what I chose to do it on. This is a new start, so I don't have a before picture for you, but this is where I am. Now, I chose this gray, this gorgeous gray. I'm not sure what color it is. I know it's a 36 count, but I'm not sure. It's not showing up very gray. See, there, that's a little better. But it's got this modeling in it. I'm thinking there was no tag on it, so I'm not really sure what color it is. And I just cut out. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll show you the pattern again, the design. The bottom part where it says beware who all who enter, and it's got the gate, I'm leaving that off because that beware all who enter is over 1/1, and I just don't think it needs. I just like the alphabet and the word Halloween and the scrolls, you know, the scroll in it, and those Gothic letters, those pretty medieval Gothic letters. I just think they're fabulous. Look at them, how pretty. And there are, it's kind of like a band sampler. There are different specialty stitches between each row, and that they're just a lot of fun to do. So I'm doing it 1/2, and this is Dark Coffee by Classic Colorworks. So that's what I chose, and I just like it. It's more manageable. This size here is just more manageable, and it's just going to be really pretty. So in this one, I got 415 stitches. So I did start that one over. I'm very, very pleased with the way that's looking so far. So I'm going to continue on with that. I have a couple whips. This is New World Sampler by Prairie Schooler. And here's where this one was when I started on it. 513 stitches. And here's where it is now. I finished the seal, and I put the rest of this in. And I started the sun. I think this is the sun over here. The moon's over here. But that's where that one is now. And I'm using DMC because Prairie Schooler. So it's funny because the fish look a lot more green than they do on the cover photo of the chart for the design, but I'm really liking the way it's looking. This is a fun stitch. It's really fun. I like that. And my last whip that I worked on is Anniversaries of the Heart. This one is, I'll show you the full piece. And I'm working on Evergreen Lane, which is this one. What I'm doing with this Anniversaries of the Heart, I'm dedicating it to the women in my life, and each square will be dedicated to a female in my life. My mama, my grandparent, my grandmothers, my sisters, some dear friends. And this one, Evergreen Lane, is going to be my sister. I'm the oldest of 3 girls. This one's going to the middle daughter. This one's going to be dedicated to her. And I'm changing the colors because she and my grandmother, who lived here, were very, very, very close. She was very close to my grandmother. So I wanted this house to match this house because she spent so much time here. So I thought that would be fitting. So I changed up the colors. Here's where it was the last time you saw it. I forgot to show you that. I've just been doing this 2 years. And here's where it is. I got 605 stitches, 603 stitches in this one. And the roof of this house is red and the house is white. So, and the porch is red. So I made this house is quite a bit bigger than my house, but the colors work. So that's where I am on Evergreen Lane. And I will take it out of the Q-snap when I finish this block, so, and then I'll show it to you what it looks like all together. Quite a ways to go, and it's a BAP, it's a big one. Fabulous. So that's my stitching for August so far. I have 2,480 stitches so far in August. Fabulous. 34 whips. 34. All right, I have a little bit of retail therapy. I saw something and I had to get it. immediately. I mean, it was like, couldn't get to 123 fast enough. I ordered from 123 Stitch. Have you all seen this? This is brand new from Nora Corbett. And it had to come home with me. I had to have it. This is All Hallows Eve sampler. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It is just gorgeous. I may have to incorporate a little bit of purple in there somewhere. But I love it. The cats and the ravens and the mice and the pumpkins, the witches, owl, ghosts. It's got everything. Everything. It is everything. It is 138 by 318. So 14 count, 23 inches high. I'll probably do it on a 36. But it is just, I just couldn't order it fast enough. Had to have it. Had to have it. This might be a mania start for me next year. I just love it. That all depends. That all depends. That all depends. And no chart can travel alone. We know the rules. So I snagged a piece of Pearl Gray Belfast. I really like stitching on gray. I don't know that, I mean, that would work for that, definitely. But I'm thinking Stormy Night. It calls for, what's it call for? Taboo Lugana from Pole Stitches, which it's really pretty. It's got some yellow and some purple and some pink variegation in the fabric. It's a beautiful choice of fabric. It's green, purple, yellow. It's all the right colors. Look at these little trick-or-treaters. Look at, can you even with the, you know. But I'm thinking it'll look really, really pretty on Stormy Night. And that'll make it just a little bit smaller if I stitch it on 32 count. So that's my order from 123 Stitch. All right, moving on. Bingo. Let's play bingo. Thank you for all of you who are playing. I've received your emails. I've got them all locked away. So as of right now, the entries are closed. So until this video is made live, I will continue to accept entries. It's over now, right? Time you see this, it'll be over. So I'm excited to get started, and I know you are too, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So just to recap, what you'll do every week, take your words and put them somewhere where you know where they are. Every week I will draw 3 words. Compare those 3 words to your list, and if you take a highlighter, circle them, whatever you want to do, and if your word is called, if a word is called that's on your list, then mark that. The first person who gets all 15 matched words and emails bingo to me will win. And I didn't clarify that last week, but I knew I had time. What you need to do if you get a bingo, the first thing I need you to do is put bingo in the subject line and send it to that Tranquil Stitches at Yahoo email. Put bingo in the subject line and send it real quick. Okay, that's the way. The first email that I receive will win if your words match what I've called. So the goal is to match all 15 words that I call first, and then get me that email with bingo in the subject line. I just wanted to clarify that. We've got a long way to go, so I will be revisiting that as we go. These are all fall themed words, and I have all 38 words in this little pretty box that my BFF got me. Life is beautiful. So all 38 words are in here. And every week we'll draw 3 words. So, mix them up real good. The first word will be number 6, chrysanthemum. Number 6, chrysanthemum. Good luck, everybody. The second word, so pretty. Those fall mums sitting out on the porch, just beautiful. Number 3, orchard. Number 3, orchard. And the last one for this week to get this game started will be number 15, Thanksgiving. 15, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is in the middle of fall here in the States. Well, towards the end of fall. So 15, Thanksgiving, 3, orchard, and 6, chrysanthemum. So that's this week's 3 words. Good luck, everybody. It's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. Okay, I would like to mention, where did I put that? I received a card from the Fat Quarter Shop, Kate, and this is just a little thank you card for participating in the Bloomtopia Stitch Along. Now, I participated in that Stitch Along, but I did not finish it because it was in the rough period of my last few months, and I didn't get to finish it. But she sent me this because I did participate, and I still plan to stitch that, and I think that's going to be another restart for me, because the more I look at, you know how your taste change, you know, I mean, it's changed that quickly. I just, my fabric choice I'm not happy with, so I think I'm going to restart that, but I will finish it. But I wanted to let you all know, if you participated in this stitch along with Bloomtopia, it was a cross stitch pattern and it was a quilt pattern through Fat Quarter Shop. They were raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They raised, through this fundraiser, over $90,000, and they were able to grant 9 children's wishes through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. 9 children's wishes. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So thank you to all you ladies at the Fat Quarter Shop. Thank you, Kate, for arranging that stitch along for us. And I will be featuring that in my video going forward, because I do want to stitch that. So thank you very much to all of you who participated in Bloomtopia, and congratulations to Fat Quarter Shop for doing such a wonderful job. Just wanted to mention that. All right. I have some new winners. I did not hear from 3 of my winners from my 100 video 2-year FlossTube celebration. So I redrew through the random comment picker. And the first one, Quilter's Cottage, will now go to Rhonda Gibbs. Rhonda Gibbs, Quilter's Cottage. The Nantucket Girls Sampler will now go to Donna Coffee. Donna Coffee. And I had a choice of PDF from Pam Kellogg's Etsy shop, Kitty and Me Designs. This one now, choice of PDF, will go to Linda, and I'm going to completely butcher this last name because I have no way I don't have any clue how to say it. Zarowitz. S-Z-A-R-O-W-I-C-Z. Zarowitz. Tell me, Linda, was it that bad? Did I do that bad? So, Rhonda and Donna, I need an email from you with your mailing address so that I can send your charts to you. And I need an email from you, Linda, with your email address so that I can send that to Miss Pamela Kellogg so that she can contact you and hear which chart you choose. So thank you, ladies, and please get me those so that I can get your things out to you. Now, from last week, I need to hear from Sue Pasno for these line keepers. Sue, I need you to email me with your mailing address so that I can get these to you. If I don't hear from you by next week, I will redraw for these as well. So please let me hear from you, okay? I think 2 weeks is reasonable to, wait for a winner to contact me. And I do not comment on your comments because I want you to come back. So be sure if you enter one of my drawings, don't rely on that comment to be replied to, because that's not what I do. I want you to hear your name, okay? So, ladies, please contact me so I can get your prizes to you. If you have contacted me, the other 2 ladies from my 100 video and the 2 winners from last week that you have contacted me, your things will go out probably tomorrow if I can get this uploaded quick enough. So I do have your emails, and I appreciate you. Let's have a new drawing. This week I'd like to offer American Spirit by it's from Fat Quarter Shop. This was featured in Stitch Quarterly first. It's So Emma, and this is what it looks like. American Spirit. So if you'd like to be considered for this chart next week, just in your comment below say American Spirit, and I will put you in a drawing for that. So that will be the chart for next week. Okay, what I've been up to. My husband and I went on a drive this past week, and we were going to go magnet fishing, but my goodness, the heat here is just terrible. And I don't tolerate heat well. I'm glad we have 4 seasons here, but my goodness, it has been hot. He took me on a drive to look for some abandoned houses. Unfortunately, there are so many abandoned houses around here. Where I live has experienced a decline in population, and a lot of times people move away and just let the house go, and a lot of them have burned, and it's really sad. I love looking at abandoned houses. It brings up that sadness emotion, but it also brings up what once was. I just try to imagine when that house was alive with a family living inside it, what it was like when someone cared for it and took care of it and decorated it for Christmas, and I often wonder about those things, and it does bring up emotions, and you just wonder what once was. So if you'll remember, I did another FlossTube channel that's going to, not FlossTube, another YouTube channel that will have a bunch of different stuff on it. I took pictures of some of those houses that we ran across, and I made a slideshow video, and I uploaded it onto my other channel, A Tranquil Life, and I will be doing that as a series, and what I'm calling it is what once was. So as I collect pictures of things like that, vintage things, old things, things that have seen better days but now are just beautiful as time has taken over them, I will be posting different slideshows there. So my other channel will also include diamond painting and journals, planners, just magnet fishing, anything other than cross stitch that I do that I want to share. And if you'd like to be a part of that channel, it's linked below. It's called A Tranquil Life, and just go and watch that video and see what you think. It's sad, but there's just beauty in them, So I have been working on my ancestry. I got back into that, found a lot of new information that has been added since the last time, and I have some plans on how to present that. And, I also sent off for DNA kits for my husband and myself. So I don't know if I've shared with you before, but I don't know who my biological father is. And, I'm getting up there, and so is he, if he's still alive. And I have exhausted all resources that I can to try to find out who he is. And so I'm hopeful that through a DNA match I will find some family and finally get an answer to that. I've wanted to know for years, and kind of been a little scared, and kind of, I shouldn't have put it off as long as I have. So I'm excited to see if that yields some results in that search. So I've been working on my ancestry. I've been diamond painting, which I'm really enjoying, and it's, when you finish stitching for the night, you have to put your things back in your project bag, and you have to get, and take your project off the Q-snaps if you use those, and which I don't do all the time. You've seen that. You're supposed to. I like diamond painting because once you've put in all those little drills from that little tray, you just can walk off and leave it until the next time. And it's nice to be able to just not worry about, putting things away as much. And so I've been really enjoying that. I've got a couple more on the way, and it's a nice hobby. I'm enjoying it. I'm working on the F video for the Stitchers ABCs, so I'm working on that, and also some Christmas planning, which I plan to incorporate on A Tranquil Life as well. So Christmas will be here before we know it, and I want this year, I've told my husband I don't have the energy to try to plan Christmas in 2 weeks. I can't do it, so I'm spreading it out, and I'm going to hopefully have as much done as I can. Holiday Grand Plan starts the 1st of September, so I'm jumping into that, and I hope to have some videos on my other channel with that planning as well. So if you're interested in some Christmas planning, if you want to be proactive and do the Holiday Grand Plan with me, then be sure and tune into that. I have a slideshow at the end, so I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. If it's hot where you are, stay hydrated. Please stay hydrated. I dehydrated this past week, and it was terrible. So please drink your water and take care of yourself, because it's terrible out there in the heat. And if you're where it's cold, stay warm, stay cuddled up, stay warm. That's all the blabbering I'm going to do for this week, and until I see you again next week, happy stitching.